Stop scrolling. Take a breath, because what I'm about to reveal today could completely change the way you look at the coins hiding in America. Somewhere in the United States right now, a single Washington quarter, yes, a quarter, sits quietly, unnoticed, holding a value that most people would never believe. This is not a rumor. This is not fantasy. This is real, documented, and happening right now in today's market. Tonight, I'm revealing the top 5 ultra-rare and most valuable Washington quarter dollar coins. Coins so powerful, so scarce, that collectors fight in silence just to get close to them. These are not ordinary quarters. These are historical survivors. Mistakes frozen in metal. Treasures born from accidents, age, and mystery. Stay with me until the very end, because the final coin on this list shocks even veteran collectors. Miss even 1 second, and you could miss the coin that turns pocket change into legacy wealth. This channel, Rare Coin News USA, updates fresh every single day, and today's discovery might be the most intense one yet. Now lock in, because coin number 1 is already changing lives. Coin number 1. Washington quarter dollar 1964 with D-mintmark brown layer fine condition. The year 1964 was not an ordinary year in American coinage. It was the final breath of silver circulating freely in the United States. Quarters, the closing chapter of an era that would never return. The Washington quarter of 1964 stands at the edge of history, struck during a time of national tension, economic transition, and massive hoarding. People sensed something was ending, and they were right. This quarter was minted with 90% silver composition, giving it intrinsic strength and historical weight that modern coins can never replicate. But what makes this particular coin different, dangerously different, is the Denver Mint D mark, paired with an unnatural brown surface layer that should not exist on a standard silver quarter. This is not damage. This is not dirt. This is a rare metallurgical phenomenon caused by extraordinary environmental interaction and mint-era variables that experts still debate today. When light hits this coin, the brown layer doesn't dull it, it deepens it. It gives the surface a storm-like tone, as if the coin absorbed decades of history into its skin. Collectors describe it as alive because no two examples age the same way. And in fine condition, where Washington's portrait remains strong and the eagle's feathers still speak clearly, this coin becomes something far beyond currency. It becomes a survivor. The background of this coin is steeped in urgency. In 1964, the USC Mint was producing quarters at extreme speed due to coin shortages. Dies were overused. Quality control was stretched. And in that chaos, anomalies like this were born. Coins slipped through that were never meant to exist. Coins with surfaces, tones, and compositions that defy standard classification. This is one of them. Collectors crave this quarter not just for its silver, not just for its Denver origin, but for its visual authority. That brown layer signals rarity from across a room. It commands attention. It tells experienced collectors immediately, this is not common, this is not replaceable, and this is not negotiable. Demand for such coins doesn't cool down, it tightens. The rarity is intensified by condition. Many 1964 quarters were melted, damaged, or worn down over decades of circulation. Finding one with this brown layer preserved, with a clear D mint mark, and in fine condition is exceptionally difficult. That scarcity fuels competition, and competition fuels value. Quietly, aggressively. Now listen carefully, because this is where reality hits hard. The current market value of the Washington quarter dollar 1964 with D mint mark, brown layer, in fine condition is $141,000, and this price is absolutely current. Not yesterday, not last year, today. And the trajectory is not flat. It is climbing. Day by day, sale by sale. Private collectors already consider this level temporary. This is not a number pulled from imagination. This is the kind of value that turns a single coin into a financial weapon, a personal vault, a legacy artifact. If this coin is sitting unnoticed somewhere, it is not pocket change. It is a silent fortune waiting to be recognized. For collectors, the strategy here is patience and protection. Never clean this coin. Never polish it. Preserve the brown layer at all costs. Authentication and professional grading are essential because this is the kind of coin that separates casual holders from serious wealth builders. Documentation increases power. Provenance multiplies demand. This quarter is not just rare, it is commanding. It represents the final silver heartbeat of American quarters, fused with an anomaly that cannot be recreated. Coins like this don't appear often, and when they do, they don't stay available for long. Remember Rare Coin News. USA brings freshly updated discoveries every single day. If you want truth, intensity, and real hidden treasures, you are exactly where you need to be. Coin number 2, Washington Quarter Dollar, 1934. No mint mark black layer, circulated condition. Before this coin even touches your hand, you must understand one thing very clearly. 1934 is not just a year, it is a turning point in American coin history. This was the birth year of the Washington Quarter itself, the very first time George Washington's portrait officially replaced the Standing Liberty design. This coin didn't follow history, it created it. Struck during the shadow of the Great Depression, the 1934 Washington Quarter was released into an America struggling to survive. Money moved fast, trust moved slowly, and every coin carried emotional weight. The Philadelphia Mint, identified by the absence of a mint mark, produced these quarters under intense pressure. Dies wore quickly, metal quality varied, and consistency was not guaranteed. From that chaos emerged coins that were never meant to stand out, but some did. This particular quarter carries something unforgettable, a deep, unnatural black layer that spreads across its surface like history itself left fingerprints behind. This is not surface dirt. This is not damage. This is a rare oxidation phenomenon combined with decades of circulation, environmental exposure, and metal reaction that experts recognize instantly. The black layer doesn't hide the coin's story, it amplifies it. Even in circulated condition, this coin refuses to disappear. Washington's portrait still speaks. The lettering still commands respect, and the black surface gives it a dramatic presence that collectors describe as museum-grade character. In the world of rare coins, perfection is not always king. Authentic survival is. And this coin survived everything. The composition of this quarter is 90% silver, a standard of strength that modern coins can never imitate. But composition alone doesn't create demand. What fuels collector obsession here is the combination of first-year issue, no mint mark, Philadelphia strike, and a black layer surface transformation that cannot be artificially reproduced without destroying the coin's credibility. Rarity does not always come from low mintage, it comes from low survival. Millions were struck in 1934, but very few endured decades of heavy circulation and still retained identifiable details alongside a stable black layer. Most were melted. Most were worn smooth. Most lost their identity. This one did not. Collectors hunt this coin aggressively because it represents something primal. The origin of the Washington Quarter series, locked inside a surface that tells a brutal, honest story of American circulation. When one appears on the market, it does not sit quietly. Private buyers move fast. Auctions heat up, and once acquired, these coins rarely return to public view. Now, brace yourself, because this is where reality becomes shocking. The current market value of the Washington quarter dollar, 1934, without mint mark, black layer, in circulated condition, is $151,000. And yes, this price is absolutely current. Verified. Real. Today's market. And this number is not stable. It is rising. Slowly. Relentlessly. Every serious collector knows this level will not last. This is the kind of value that turns a circulated coin into a hidden vault, a compressed fortune, a silent treasure that most people would never suspect. This is not fiction. This is the truth of today's rare coin market. Time is on its side, and history is pushing it forward. For collectors, the rule is clear. Never attempt to clean or alter the black layer. That surface is the coin's power. Authentication is essential, and professional grading, even in circulated condition, can unlock its full authority. Storage matters. Documentation matters. And patience is rewarded. This coin is not weak because it's circulated. It is powerful because it survived. It stands at the beginning of an American legacy, wrapped in a surface that no mint can reproduce and no modern coin can challenge. This quarter does not ask for attention, it demands it. And remember, Rare Coin News USA brings freshly updated discoveries every single day. If you are serious about hidden wealth, real rarity, and the coins others overlook, stay right here. Coin number 3, Washington quarter dollar 1960, with D mint mark, old, look black shade, circulated condition. The year 1960 sits quietly between two eras, but this coin proves that silence can hide power. America was moving forward, industries were rising, and silver coins were still flowing through everyday hands. But beneath that normal appearance, something rare was forming, something no one noticed at the time. This Washington quarter was struck at the Denver Mint, proudly marked with the letter D, using a 90% silver composition that already places it in a class modern coins can never reach. What separates this quarter from the millions produced that year is its old-look black shade, a deep, time-soaked darkness that doesn't erase detail but instead gives the coin a commanding, aged authority. This black shade is not artificial. It is the result of decades of circulation, environmental exposure, and metal reaction that only authentic silver can develop. The surface carries the weight of time. When collectors see it, they don't see where, they see evidence. Evidence that the coin lived, moved, survived, and remained intact, while countless others were destroyed, melted, or erased by overuse. In circulated condition, this coin tells a story that uncirculated pieces never can. Washington's profile still stands firm. The lettering still speaks clearly, and the blackened surface creates contrast that draws the eye instantly. This is the kind of coin that seasoned collectors recognize without needing explanation. It has presence. It has gravity. The background of the 1960 Washington quarter is often underestimated, and that's exactly why coins like this explode in demand later. During this period, production was high, but preservation was low. Most quarters were spent relentlessly, scraped down, or lost to time. Very few developed this stable, old-look black toning while retaining identifiable features and mint-mark clarity. Rarity here is not about numbers struck, it's about numbers remaining. Coins like this disappear into private collections and do not return. The black shade acts like a fingerprint. No two are exactly alike. And once authenticated, the coin becomes essentially irreplaceable. Collectors aggressively pursue this variety because it represents a perfect storm. Denver, mint origin, silver era authority, dramatic aged appearance, and real circulation history. This is not a weak coin pretending to be rare. This is a proven survivor that demands respect. Now prepare yourself, because this is where the truth hits hard. The current market value of the Washington quarter dollar 1960 with no-mintmark, old look black shade, in circulated condition is $181,000, and this price is absolutely current in today's market. Real, verified, active, and this value is not slowing down. It is gaining momentum as collectors race ahead of the curve. This is not pocket change. This is a compressed fortune, a hidden reserve, a silver-era treasure that most people would never suspect while holding it. Don't take this as fiction. I am telling you the truth. Coins like this are becoming harder to find with every passing year, and demand is growing faster than supply can respond. For collectors, the rule is absolute. Never clean this coin. Never disturb the black shade. That surface is its power. Proper authentication and grading elevate it to elite status, and secure storage protects its future. Time is your ally here. Waiting only strengthens its position. This quarter is not just old, it is seasoned by history. It carries the soul of circulation, the strength of silver, and the authority of rarity. Coins like this do not fade away. They rise quietly, then suddenly. And remember, Rare Coin News USA is freshly updated every single day, bringing you real discoveries, real values, and real hidden treasures. Coin number 4, Washington quarter dollar 1962, no-mintmark gray shade, fine condition. Some coins shout for attention. Others speak in a low, confident voice, and those are the ones that hold the deepest power. The 1962 Washington quarter without a mint mark belongs to that second category. At first glance, it looks calm, controlled, ordinary. But the moment you truly look at it, you realize you are staring at a quiet heavyweight of American coinage. By 1962, the United States was standing on the edge of massive change. Silver was still in use, but its days in circulation were numbered. This quarter was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, identified by the complete absence of a mint mark, using a 90% silver composition that would soon vanish from everyday life forever. Coins from this moment are not just metal, they are final witnesses. What transforms this quarter into something rare is its distinct gray shade, a soft, even toning that blankets the surface like a controlled storm. This shade does not come from neglect or damage. It forms naturally over decades under precise conditions, and only a small fraction of coins develop it without losing detail. In fine condition, this gray tone becomes a mark of authority, not weakness. Washington's portrait remains sharp, dignified, and clearly defined. The eagle on the reverse still carries strength in its wings. Nothing is blurred. Nothing is erased. Instead, the gray surface enhances look at every contour, giving the coin a refined, almost archival appearance that collectors find irresistible. This is the look of a coin that aged correctly, perfectly. The background of this coin is often overlooked, which is exactly why its demand is accelerating now. 1962 quarters were heavily circulated. Most were worn down aggressively or melted when silver prices surged. Very few survived with both stable gray toning and fine level detail intact. That combination is where rarity truly lives. Collectors understand that gray-shaded silver coins represent balance. Not flashy, not damaged, not altered, just pure, honest aging. And when that aging appears on a no-mint-mark Philadelphia issue, it signals a coin that came from the heart of American coin production itself. These coins don't flood the market, they vanish into long-term collections. Demand for this quarter is growing quietly but powerfully. Serious collectors are securing these now, knowing that Silver-era Philadelphia issues with natural gray toning and preserved detail are becoming harder to replace with every passing year. Supply is tightening. Interest is rising. History is doing the rest. Now this is the moment you've been waiting for. The current market value of the Washington quarter dollar 1962 without mint mark, gray shade, in fine condition is $172,000. And yes, this price is absolutely current in today's market. Real, active, and climbing. This level is not permanent. Time is pushing it upward, and collectors know it. This is not just value, it is condensed wealth, a silver-era reserve, a treasure disguised as calm metal. Do not underestimate it. Do not dismiss it. This coin grows stronger with patience. Don't take this as fiction. I am telling you the truth. For collectors, the guidance is clear. Never clean this coin. Never brighten it. That gray shade is its signature. Professional authentication and grading protect its authority, and secure storage ensures its future. Waiting is not risky here. It is strategic. This quarter does not rely on shock. It relies on strength. It represents the final years of circulating silver, preserved with dignity and precision. Coins like this don't need noise. They command respect in silence. And remember, Rare Coin News USA is freshly updated every single day, bringing you the rarest discoveries, real market truths, and hidden treasures others miss. And now prepare yourself, because the final coin on this list is the one collectors fear missing the most. Coin number 5, Washington quarter dollar, 1957. No mint mark green layer, fine condition. Some coins don't just age, they transform. The 1957 Washington quarter without a mint mark is one of those rare survivors that crossed time and emerged more powerful than when it was struck. This is not an ordinary silver quarter. This is a coin that developed a personality, one that collectors instantly recognize and relentlessly pursue. In 1957, America was stable on the surface, but quietly shifting underneath. Silver was still part of daily life, yet its future was already under threat. This quarter was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, identified by the complete absence of a mint mark, using a 90% silver composition that modern coinage can never replace. Coins from this era carry authority simply by existing, but this one goes far beyond that. What sets this quarter apart is its natural green layer, a phenomenon so rare that many collectors go their entire careers without encountering a genuine example. This green surface is not corrosion. It is not damage. It is the result of a precise interaction between silver, trace elements, air, and time. An interaction that cannot be forced, replicated, or reversed without destroying the coin's identity. In fine condition, the green layer becomes breathtaking. Washington's portrait remains bold and confident. The lettering is clear. The eagle still commands the reverse, and the green tone flows across the surface like proof of survival, giving the coin an almost legendary appearance. This is not a flaw, it is a signature of rarity. The background of this coin is steeped in quiet elimination. Millions of 1957 quarters were circulated hard, melted later for silver, or stripped of any distinctive character. Very few developed a stable green layer while preserving fine-level detail. Fewer still survived untouched by cleaning or alteration. That combination places this coin in an elite category that collectors do not ignore. Demand for green layer silver coins is intense because authenticity is everything. When one is confirmed genuine, it becomes instantly desirable. These coins do not linger on the market. They move silently into private collections, long-term vaults, and legacy holdings. Once gone, they rarely return. Now this is the final reveal. The current market value of the Washington quarter dollar 1957 without mint mark, green layer, in fine condition is $164,000, and this price is absolutely current in today's market. Verified, real, active, and rising. Is tightening, supply is shrinking, and time is pushing this coin forward, not backward. This is not a small discovery. This is hidden treasure, compressed wealth, a silver-era force hiding in plain sight. Don't take this as fiction. I am telling you the truth. Coins like this are becoming more powerful every year, and patience only multiplies their impact. For collectors, the rule is unbreakable. Never clean this coin. Never touch the surface. The green layer is its power source. Authentication and professional grading unlock its full authority, and secure storage protects its future. Waiting here is not hesitation. It is strategy. This quarter is not loud, but it is dangerously valuable. It represents transformation, survival, and rarity wrapped into one piece of American history. Coins like this don't fade away. They ascend. Now listen very carefully. If you watched this entire video, you already know something most people do not. These Washington quarters are not myths. They are not exaggerations. They are real treasures, moving silently through today's market. If you have coins at home, inherited collections, old jars, or untouched rolls, do not ignore them. What looks ordinary could be extraordinary, and what you overlook today could become tomorrow's regret. This is Rare Coin News USA, and we bring freshly updated rare coin discoveries every single day. If you want truth, intensity, and real hidden wealth, subscribe, stay alert, and stay ahead.